Hello?
It's your boy, Lil Timmy Tim.
Oh, hey, little Timmy Tim. What's up?
I'm eating Chex Mix.
Oh, that's delightful. Anything else going on?
No.
Oh. Well, why'd you call me?
Man, I gotta poop.
You know, I totally feel that, and I appreciate that you call me about poop. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, what's up? How you been?
Where is fancy bread? In the heart or in the head?
Are you high again?
Yeah.
Is there a whole group over there? Are you having a party? Where are you? Oh man, are you finally taking that trip you've been talking about for ages?
Yeah.
Did you remember to pack underwear this time though?
No.
Was it a purpose? Did you choose that on purpose though? Wow. Well, it was so great getting to talk to you. If you had anything else before I hang up, let me know. But otherwise, I guess
abandoned my child.
Not again. You got to stop doing that. Amber Alerts are not a cry for attention.
No way you can stop me.
I think there are ways.
Yeah.
God. Okay. Well, great as always, little Timmy Tim. Thanks for calling. Enjoy the rest of your poop. Bye.
I got you, Elaine. It was a soundboard. It wasn't me.
What? I've been pranked. Oh, that's so embarrassing.
So we got a soundboard. I didn't choose to purchase this. Our old
It shows you.
our old recording studio decided that they were going to make it be a paid plan, and we'll be honest, we're not going to put them on blast, but they weren't giving us enough service to really want us to pay, so we switched over to
It wasn't going to be worth it.
Yeah, really worth it. So we switched over to our pals at Riverside, and included with Riverside is a media board. That's just a soundboard, and now that's very dangerous for us.
So dangerous.
I decided to get it out of my system now, so we should be good. I think at this point, we don't have
Later
to do that
down
again.
the road, I will have my moment, and that'll be scary.
Yeah, only I have access to it, which is it feels a little mean.
Maybe one day. One day they'll switch it
Maybe
out.
one day.
We'll swap it off
sometimes.
for the ones that it makes sense that, might need it. But
yeah. I found the "Where is the fancy bread" quote from a Wonka soundboard. Wow. Do you know what the fucking context for that was? Because I was like, when the fuck did he say this?
Where is fancy bread? In the heart or in the head?
In
no
what
fucking idea.
context?
I would have thought that would have stood out to me. Totally didn't. No idea. But sure.
No.
Bread being talked about by Wonka.
I do have this. I did also grab this audio clip, which most of these will be deleted for the soundboard. I'm not going to make this podcast unlistenable. I do think I may keep this one.
You've really done it this time, haven't you, Wonka?
Yeah,
it's beautiful. And don't worry, I can play the entirety of statistics at any moment on the podcast now.
That's terrifying.
Which is a terrible power. So that I don't think I should have access to.
We're going to have an intervention.
Whole 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh my god. What if this was our new intro? We're like,
keep going.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Elaine, and Felicia.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Wonka
We're a
Watch.
podcast that talks about anything and everything. Today, we're going to talk about being alpha males. What's up? Okay, first caller on the line is Brett. Brett, what's up?
Yeah, yo, what's up? It's me, Brett. I just ate Arby's.
Oh, they got the meats. It's just a totally different vibe.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Welcome to Wonka Watch, everyone. This is a podcast where we have a soundboard, and also a podcast where we dive into every stupid detail in the Wonkaverse, and have been doing so for over a year at this point. And we're doing it all in service of the movie that's coming out in December, the Wonka
Which
prequel.
we refer to as the Wonka Rapture.
We've been studying Wonka for a year, and we thought it's time for us to test our goddamn knowledge. And by us, I mean Elaine. It's time for Elaine to test her knowledge. If we go back, Elaine didn't know who Roald Dahl was when we started this podcast. She didn't know basically anything about Wonka I mean, I didn't really either, to be
Yeah,
fair.
I mean, I had
But
seen the 1971 and you
comparatively, we're
hadn't,
worse.
so...
Yeah. I had read the book, so
Yeah.
we got somewhere. Well, combined, we had an okay background.
We were like a
but,
casserole of semi-knowledge.
Yeah, and now
but
we
me
know
not
a
knowing the
lot
author was
more.
pretty
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Pretty bad, so...
So now we know a lot more. And I'm going to put Elaine's knowledge to the test using the fantastic Roald Dahl quiz book published in 1997. There are so many Roald Dahl tie-in books, y'all. And we're still not done with them. I think you would think after, like, D is for Dahl, we would be finished. No, there's more. So don't worry.
We know you were so scared that we would be done.
Anyway, are y'all ready for Wonka Watch news?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
That was awful. I hated that.
Oh, my God.
So there's no news. So I did more research into Choco Town, the place that requires a goddamn waiver. And I found their website,
right.
and things make more sense now.
Okay.
It is essentially a chocolate-specific Candytopia.
Gotcha.
Do you remember Candytopia?
Can you give a little quick reminder of Choco Town
Yes.
and what that is?
So Choco Town, we covered last week, was the incredibly vague article published by a Michigan local newspaper talking about Choco Town that had like 3 different shops inside of a mall. There was like a butcher shop, a gummy bear spa, something else, and they were like, it's a magical experience that takes in all your 5 senses. And then they said guests have to sign a waiver to live through the experience.
Right. And that was
we
very
were a little
intense.
haunted by that. Mm-hmm. And we were like, what the fuck requires a waiver from this experience? I've looked into the website, and it is much more Candytopia that you covered in the Candy Theme Parks episode.
Gotcha.
Which is like very interactive. Essentially, it's like a big place to take a bunch of photos, but there was like kids climbing equipment and stuff like that, which made it make a lot more sense. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's less scary. Because I know we were concerned about the butcher shop, which still am. Still confused about butcher shop in Chocolate Town.
It's a traveling exhibit. It was previously in Boston. I was kind of picturing it like 3 stores in like a downtown Michigan redid themselves to be vaguely chocolate themed, like my college town did with like Harry Potter, and all they did was like would put like a shitty Dobby paper mache in their window, and I'm like, that doesn't make it. Anyway, there's like chocolate tasting, and as you taste the chocolate, you do a survey, and it gives you your chocolate personality. So that's fun.
Nice. Cute.
I did look at the waiver, and it was very normal. It made sense because there was actually like a mini rock wall for kids in there and like some playground equipment, so that explained it. But I do have a photo for you. I found a photo of the butcher shop.
Oh, God.
And it looks a little bit like the I Want Candy cover, I'm going to be honest.
Oh, no.
The legendary erotica cover. There's just something about the vibe and the way the photo's taken.
Whoa, it is. It really is.
There's just a muscular man who looks like he would make a killing in stock photos. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
he's
pretty easy on the eyes. Pretty easy.
Yeah, there's chocolate sausages.
It's raining chocolate sausage.
Yeah, I'm like, why am I getting that vibe? Am I being creepy by it? And I'm like, no, he is. No, there's a background full of sausages behind him, and they look. I don't like how they look. So it's basically
chocolate
meat
salami.
made out of chocolate. Yeah, it says chocolate salami underneath. And you look at this, and it is very clearly like a temporary exhibit. Also, look at the water bottle. That takes you out of the immersion. Wolf. In the glass case underneath, it's all this chocolate stuff, and then like a fucking Deer Park water bottle just sitting there.
Wow.
So that's Choco Town.
Cool. Well, good for them.
And that's Wonka Watch for the week. Wasn't that great? Didn't that feel great, everybody?
Choco Town. People most likely won't die. They can live through the experience. Next week on Wonka Watch.
They fell out the 3-foot rock wall. So, Elaine, are you fucking ready for the Roald Dahl quiz book? Put your knowledge to the goddamn text. Step up behind, throw the baseballs at the bottles, except the baseballs are answers and the bottles are questions.
Okay.
And that's the kind of knowledge we're testing today.
I waited in line for 10 hours to be able to get on this game show. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. So I have about 60 questions from the Roald Dahl quiz book. It was longer than I thought. A lot of these, I'm going to be honest, it's going to be sad if you don't get.
See, that makes me a little stressed.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. I have like a little 10% underlying anxiety because I don't, I've had some dumb moments that have been recorded and heard by many people, and I'm there is more to me beyond this podcast.
You know what?
Shockingly,
Here's the thing, Elaine. You can't do worse than I did in the joke book.
Thank you. I needed
could.
that leveling out. That made me feel better. Thank you.
Yeah. Whatever is bad about what you do today, I can assure you the joke book was a worse reflection on my intelligence. I am going to keep score just because,
That's fair.
But this is a book designed for children. It was surprisingly long, but it was written by Richard Mayer?
Okay.
Something like that in 1997. And it covers a bunch of different Roald Dahl books. So there was 60 pages on most of his big ones. So if anybody wants a 60-page ECO trot quiz, they've got you, bestie. And you can find it on archive.org. They have it on there. Great resource for old shit. So Elaine, these are all multiple choice also.
Oh, thank God.
If they're too easy, do you want me to not make them multiple choice? Because some of these are very easy.
Sure. And then I can request them if need be. How about that?
Yes. I think that makes more sense.
Okay, cool.
Elaine, what did Charlie's grandparents do all day?
They had stayed in bed.
Correct, Elaine! Word for word, what was on there. You got it. The other options were they ate sweets or they played cards. So I knew that if I gave you all three, it would be immediately clear.
Yes.
Elaine, who told Charlie all about the chocolate factory?
His grandfather.
Which one?
Grandpa Joe.
Correct. Elaine, how do Mr. Wonka sweets come out of the factory?
In trucks?
I'll give you the multiple choice. Okay. By lorry, through the front gate, or through a special trap door in the wall.
The front gate? Not the front gate. Wait. I'm sorry. The lorry? I am so confused by this. It's not a trap door. Lorry? I don't know.
Laurie from Little Women carries them out on his back.
Yes.
Runs across the countryside. That's actually what happened after he won the factory. And
of course.
We don't talk about that Laurie won the factory on this podcast enough. Check out whatever episode that was. Unfortunately, Elaine, it was through a special trapdoor in the wall.
Well, I don't feel too dumb for not knowing that, because that just seems really specific. Now, could I tell you in the Anastasia movie exactly how they escaped the Romanov Palace? Yes.
I mean, that is great, but this isn't a quiz about the Anastasia movie.
Man, I would kill it. I'll just keep that in the back of my mind. I'll be like, I may not know things about Dahl, but man, do I know everything about the demise of the Romanovs.
Elaine, true or false, Violet Beauregard won the third golden ticket.
Oh, God, I don't remember the order. Okay, so we have Augustus. Veruca comes next, I think. And then Violet. Sure, true.
Correct, Elaine. You're right.
Nice. It's one of those things where it's like we've dealt with it so much and so many different versions. This would be the book version,
this
which we've done
book.
so long ago. So I'm having to be like, okay, sift through that. Oh boy. Okay. Not too bad. We're not doing too bad so far.
Yeah. Elaine, where did Charlie find the golden ticket?
In a chocolate bar.
Here's your two options. A, in the first bar of the Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mellow Delight, or B, in the second bar of the Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mellow Delight.
Can you imagine if it was the first one and then we just had a giant scene where he wanted to eat a second one?
He's like, but I already won the ticket, so this feels a little silly. I'm going to have so many after.
I know. Yeah. It was indeed the second one.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild.
Correct. All right. I'm going to give you the multiple choice, but I want to hear your personal answer first. What did Mr. Willy Wonka look like?
He was a short, wiry man with a scraggly beard, and I'm trying to think of the other details. That's about all I got.
Didn't he compare him to a squirrel, or did we make that up?
Yeah, there's something like... I don't remember.
I
think he was compared to a squirrel.
Yeah, because there was a bit where we thought about calling him Squirrel Wonka, but it was not
it was too
easy on the mouth.
Yes.
So your options are a strange dwarf, a tall wizard, or an extraordinary little man.
That one.
Yes, correct.
Good. A tall wizard.
Elaine, what was unusual about the passages in the chocolate factory?
Like they were on a boat?
I'll give you the options.
Yeah, okay.
A, they sloped steeper and steeper downhill.
Oh, Jesus.
B, they went round and round in ever-increasing circles. Or C, they towered layer upon layer like a giant skyscraper.
A?
Correct, Elaine!
God.
Apparently that Scott Frank thing had basis in the book.
That's wild. That's wild. Whoa.
Elaine, where are Wangdoodle's hornswogglers? Whoa. Hornswagglers and snozwanglers to be found?
They're in the dark forest in Oompaland.
Correct, Elaine.
Wow.
Already doing better than me in the joke book. Elaine, what did Willy Wonka give to Charlie and Grandpa? No Grandpa Joe, just Grandpa. I didn't notice that, and that's actually wild. What did Willy Wonka give to Charlie and Grandpa?
Gave both of them. I mean, I feel like chocolate's an easy answer, but I'm just trying to think of like...
Specificity, Elaine.
Oh.
In what form does
a ladle of the chocolate river?
Actually, incorrect. It was a mug. No, you're correct.
I feel like, is this like my AP Wonka exam?
This is essentially.
This is my certificate to be an official professor. I've been an adjunct, and now we're gonna see if I get
you're
full time.
Yeah.
Do I get my tenure?
What happened to Violet Beauregard?
Well, she took a stick of gum, didn't turn gay, turned into a blueberry.
Correct, Elaine.
Oh, wow.
The other options were she turned into a violet and she turned into a cauliflower. So that was...
Oh.
Interesting.
A cauliflower, that would have been wild.
Elaine, why did the squirrels start tapping Veruca Salt's head?
They thought she was a bad nut.
Correct, word for word.
Wow.
Which button did Willy Wonka press in the glass elevator?
Like the TV room?
No. Later, at the end.
Oh, up. He hit up. Or a red button.
Up and...
out.
Yes.
Up and out. Okay.
Do you want me to give that one to you? I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I feel like I would have come up to you after class. And been like, I was close.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How did Charlie and Grandpa Joe come home?
Glass elevator. Crashed into their home.
In what part of the home?
Right through the living room. Through the attic.
What part would it have to pass through to get into that room?
The roof.
Correct, Elaine. They came home
Stupid. Came home through the roof. God, I need it. Okay.
We're just taking turns smoking on the markers just to kind of get...
Yep, we're doing it again.
Elaine?
Yes.
When did Charlie get chocolate?
On his birthday.
I'll take that. Yeah, once a year, which is his birthday. The other answers were on Sunday or once a month.
Sunday, Tuesday,
Tuesday,
Wednesday, because it's W and Wonka.
Yeah. What did Charlie always do in the evenings?
Oh, what did this guy do? Oh, God, so many of them did weird things. Okay, I know in this version... Oh my God, is the toothpaste factory a thing? Is he recreating Wonka's factory, or is he looking out his window, looking at the Wonka factory and drawing it? Was he a doodler in the book? Or,
no.
Oh my God, there's so many things he could have been
less
doing.
Introspective. It's more outward towards the world with other people.
He would talk to Grandpa Joe and ask him for stories about the factory.
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
You got there.
Nice.
Elaine.
Okay.
How many golden tickets were there?
5.
Correct! God, I forgot. Sorry. We need to talk about this. I got a fucking email on my Wonka Digest about a goddamn swingers party that was Wonka themed. I'm not kidding.
Whoa.
Somewhere in England, there's a swingers party that's Wonka themed with the golden tickets and everything. Had a pretty high admission fee. I went on the website, overrun with ads, but it seemed legit. And it was one of those where you had to read it through like a prison viewing window that was about this big, as like the ads take up the bottom and the top of the
thickness
page.
of a ruler.
Yeah, about like
Wow.
as if you were
Width.
gazing through a paperback
God,
lengthways.
Wow.
And they did encourage people to come dressed up in costume. So, you know, if there's any swingers up in England, report back.
Email us. Let us know. What kind of
That
snacks
feels
did
like-
they have?
That feels like something I would dream up. Like, that doesn't feel real.
That doesn't
you know?
feel real. Yeah.
I spent about 10 minutes trying to figure out if it was like from an Onion type thing, but I don't think it was.
No. Wow. I wonder who's on the committee and decides these things.
Glad we got to cover that.
Yeah, thank you. That made me
Wild. Elaine, what did Veruca Salt's father do?
He was in the nut business.
Correct. What was Mike TV's hobby?
He loved watching TV.
Yes. They're all very easy.
What were the other options on that one?
Playing cowboys or playing marbles?
Wow. A Mike TV obsessed with marbles?
I'm kind of feeling it.
And then
I
Wonka
feel
tries
like
to break
he'd
his
be
thumbs as
really-
like his moral lesson.
He'd be really into Beyblade.
What's
you know?
that? No, I don't.
I actually don't really know what Beyblade is that well either. It's just one of those things that I reference because I hear other people reference it, and I just kind of piggyback on it, you know?
Cool.
I know what it is. It's these little spinny discs, and you like pull a thing, and they hit each other.
Oh, those guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't think I've actually seen a Beyblade firsthand. They were very much before my time.
Wow. Yeah.
So-
No, it's old yonder. Okay. I'm with it now.
Elaine, how much did the Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mellow Delight cost?
No.
This is the hardest question.
$1?
I'll give you the options.
Okay.
5 pence, 10 pence, or 25 pence.
10.
It was 5. Which is a lot cheaper than I thought it would be. But,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. It's stupid. This isn't economy class. This isn't accounting. It's fucking stupid.
Elaine, what did the 4 old grandparents do when Charlie came home with the golden ticket?
What did all 4 of them do? Congratulate him? Like, what? Like, yippee, go for it, kid.
I'll give you the options.
What?
This one's highly specific. The thing about these questions is that they jump from being so goddamn easy to so hyper specific out of nowhere.
It's to unsettle me. It's to make me think I'm, like, easy and doing it great. And then they're like, no, you dumb bitch. Okay, hit me.
They dropped their spoons with a clatter.
Oh, my God.
They dropped their soups, or they jumped out of bed.
They dropped their spoons. They're too poor to drop all their soups. They would starve to death.
Correct. You
Yep.
got it. Elaine,
In this
who won
essay.
Yeah. In this essay, I will prove that it is physically impossible for the grandparents to have dropped their
Drop their
soups.
soup.
They just couldn't do it. I don't believe it. Which room in the chocolate factory was the nerve center, the heart of the whole business?
I feel a lot of pressure suddenly on this one. Like, the chocolate room?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was like, the heart of the business, I was like, I guess the waterfall is there that they used to mass produce it, but a lot of it's just, like, sitting there to be ready to eat, I guess, was mostly what I was thinking in my head. I was like, well, I mean, yeah, but what?
I feel like the inventing room makes more sense, but
That's kind
no,
of what
it's
I
the
was thinking
chocolate
for a
room,
moment, too. That's why I
apparently.
was like, I don't know, but okay, sure.
All right, Elaine, what did Willy Wonka promise to pay the Oompa Loompas for their wages?
Cocoa beans.
I'm going to give it to you, but there's also an and on this, and I feel like it's
Oh.
reiterative.
Cocoa beans and chocolate?
Yeah, I feel like you didn't
Okay.
need both. I feel like that
That's
was kind
lame.
of clear. So,
Yeah.
Elaine, what kind of chewing gum did Willy Wonka invent?
He invented I forgot the exact name, but he made a gum that has a 3-course meal and
3-course dinner gum. You got it.
3-course dinner gum. There we go.
I don't think I would have gotten that.
It needs a more creative name, also.
It's
That's probably
really-
why. That sounds way too, like...
All I could think of was like chewy magic, and I'm like, this is why I don't
Right.
like it.
Chewy mad. The Wonka marketing team that doesn't exist because it's just Wonka saying bullshit. But like, can you
Well, and
imagine?
it also doesn't exist because critically Wonka is not real, as we
Yeah,
must
well,
remind
I mean-
ourselves often on this podcast.
in the Wonka universe, him having a marketing team, and they're going, wait, hear me out. Add 5 more adjectives and then sell that fucker. You know?
Yeah. It doesn't have enough hyphens. It needs more hyphens.
I want it to almost sound like you're choking when you try to say it. That's how you know it's good.
Why did Willy Wonka want to give his factory and sweet making secrets to a child?
Because then he could grow him up in his own image.
Yeah,
and
I'm giving
he
it
knew
to
an
that.
adult
This is
would.
because
Yeah,
grown-ups won't listen.
grown-ups won't listen. Adults
Which is-
don't want to
Yeah.
listen. Nothing wrong there. That's crazy.
Who would go to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory with Charlie? Or who went? I don't know why they phrased it in like
What?
a hypothetical.
Yeah, Grandpa Joe went with him.
Yeah. Exactly. Correct.
Whoa.
Elaine, what was Augustus Gloop's hobby?
Eating.
Yeah. But they did
I'm sure
provide
there's more to him.
roller skating as an alternate option, and
he'd
I
be
would
so
like
cute
to
in
think
roller
that he does.
skates.
I know.
He's just skating with a little chocolate bar and his lederhosen. He's like, "Hello,
great.
city. It is so lovely to see you, Munich." You know, just like living his best little life.
Augustus Gloop on Dancing on Ice. You may remember me. I was the boy who got stuffed up the chocolate tube. And
RuPaul's
now
Drag
I'm
Race.
here to show the world what I have to offer.
I am not here to make friends. I am here to win the big chocolate trophy.
Being sucked up the chocolate tube really lit a fire under my ass.
I almost died that day, and ever since then, I have been living life to the fullest. Whole milk, bitches. No 2% here. Dude, Augustus Gloop stuff. Oh, he's so precious.
God, I love
My little-
Augustus so
my little
much.
darling. Oh,
I got genuinely filled with joy thinking about him as like a professional roller skater. He's so good. Why did Mr. Wonka ask his workers to leave?
because these chocolate spies kept stealing his recipes, and so he couldn't trust anyone.
Correct. The other option C, was he was moving to Australia, which I really like.
I really enjoy that. I really enjoy that.
Fun.
Tax fraud was too big, so he had to leave the country. He made a boo-boo.
Why was Sunday better than the rest of the week for Charlie's family?
Oh.
Why was Sunday better than the rest of the week for Charlie's family?
The soundboard's gonna scare the shit out of me because I'm gonna forget. It's a thing. Okay, why was Sunday important? Couple of options. 1, payday. They actually get food. 2, the parents have the day off and they actually get to hang out. 3, it's when Charlie gets to walk and smell the air of chocolate. Wow, I don't remember what's so special about Sunday.
Your options are everyone, it was a day off, or everyone got a second helping.
Like, I want to say a day off, but like they're too broke. And
Yeah.
second helping would be so fun, so I'm going to say second helping.
You're correct, Elaine. It is a second helping.
It's all about economics, baby. Macro, micro, I know it all. Whoa.
Elaine, what was the prize for finding a golden ticket? I'm going to give you the questions because this only makes sense. A,
Okay.
a special tour of the chocolate factory. B, enough chocolate and sweets to last a lifetime. Or C, both A and B.
It's gonna be C.
Both A and B's are such cop-outs in these books. They make me upset.
So dumb.
Elaine, what did Charlie Bucket find in the snow?
Well, I believe that's when he found the money. I'm a little afraid to try to guess how much.
Well, it wants how much. I'm going to give it to you regardless, but it
50
does. Correct, Elaine.
I'm a genius, because you want to know why? I know all about economics, macro, micro, all the monies.
He could have bought 10 chocky bars with that, which is wild.
That's wild. That's we're in Australia now. Well, that
What was
that
Augustus
wild.
Gloop? Elaine, what was Augustus Gloop doing at the Chocolate River? He was off the set of the roller skating show, and what is he doing there? Why isn't he on set?
Oh, he wanted to take a nice little refreshing drink from that chocolate river.
It was specifically described as he was lapping at it like a dog, which I was like,
Gosh.
wow.
Wow.
Good Lord.
Man.
Elaine,
Vicious.
what was Mr. Wonka's new line in toffees?
It can't be itty bitty titty toffee.
It can't be.
Oh, did it either changed the color of something, or it made you look like you were sick, so you couldn't go to school, or
Those are ones, but it's not one of those.
Oh, God,
I will
but
give
that's
you
how
to
we
it
go.
what it is. I'll give you the options.
Okay.
A, toffee to make your hair grow. B, toffee to make your jaws stick together. C, toffee to chew like chewing gum.
Hair.
Correct!
Yippee!
Elaine, what happened to the glass elevator when it crashed through the factory roof? I'll give you the options because I was confused by this one. A,
Like it went
broke
to
into
space.
Yeah, what happened to the glass elevator when it crashed through the factory roof? A, it broke into a million little pieces. B, it shot into space like a rocket. Or C, it hovered in the air like a helicopter.
B.
No, it's C.
Oh.
Crucially, I guess it comes back and then shoots into space like a rocket.
Oh, because they go up to like the atmosphere bubble, basically. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. Fuck me.
Elaine, true or false? Mike TV was the first person to be sent by television.
Yes, true.
Correct.
True. That we know of, allegedly.
Fizzy lifting drinks make you
hot, cool, and seen as another person that should be sociable in your group. They raise you up so you can stand on mountains or just get sucked in the air. You go, boop, you float. You go upstairs.
Yes,
without
but I'm going to
stairs.
give you the specific options.
You go upstairs, but without stairs is one of the wildest things that's come out of my mouth.
You go upstairs,
In a
but
while.
without stairs. You go upstairs, but without stairs?
Me describing elevators to people in the 1600s.
So you go upstairs, but without stairs.
Without stairs, it's crazy. Escalators, you go upstairs, then there are stairs, but you don't go up them, it goes up you.
No, I don't think that works the way you think it does.
Wow. I'm in economics, not physics. Not my problem. I'm not an engineer.
There we go.
Okay. Yes, give me
I was
the
like,
options.
it's not physics. Let's see if she lands on the right discipline.
Yep. We're just
So your options are full with bubbles filled with gas, shake and frizz with froth, or do a burp.
It's A.
Yes, correct.
And then extra credit, you burp to come down.
Elaine, what happened to Augustus Gloop?
He fell in the river.
What happened?
And then the tube came and it sucked him up. And then he was trapped and taken away.
He was sucked into a glass pipe, correct. You're doing you've gotten 2 wrong, so you're doing great.
Wow.
This one's going to be tough. Who protected Charlie from the people who tried to buy the golden ticket from him?
Mr. What's-His-Face from the newsstand.
No.
No, okay. A random lady, right? Like,
Your options are the policeman, the fat shopkeeper, or the tall man. None of them are graced with names.
I don't know if it was the shopkeeper because I don't think that's a consistent thing. It wasn't the policeman. It might have been the tall man. Oh, tall man, shopkeeper. Shopkeeper seems like it makes sense, which is why it shouldn't be the answer. Shopkeeper, tall man. If it's the tall man, I'm going to be so pissed. Shopkeeper, but it's the tall man. Shopkeeper. But
No, it's the shopkeeper. You
Ah.
never. I will tell you, this book does not try to trick you. It's not that smart.
Okay, shopkeeper.
Elaine, what did Professor Foulbody invent? I feel like we forgot about Professor Foulbody.
I genuinely don't even recall that.
Professor Foulbody is a professor. That's all I can give you. And
so
he
the things that
something.
got stolen were, it was the bubble gum that you could chew forever that wouldn't lose its flavor. There was the ice cream that didn't melt.
He's not a candy maker. He's a scientist. Your options are A, foul smell deodorants, B, a machine to detect golden tickets, or C, sweet smelling manure.
I guess
from Wonka's perfume line, sweet smelling manure.
I guess number 2. I don't.
Correctly.
Yeah,
Which means that the scientist computer guy, he's got to be named Professor Foulbody.
Professor Foulbody.
How many types of chocolate bar did Mr. Wonka invent?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Over 50, over 100, or over 200?
I want to say over 200 because it's
Yeah,
like a
correct.
ridiculous thing. Right, okay.
How many toy guns did Mike TV own?
2. Oh, no, wait. Well, 2, but probably more. He probably says more, so like 7 or 10.
The answer is... I'll give you these options. 10,
Okay.
12, or 18.
Oh, man. It's going to be 12 or 18. Or it's going to be 10, the way I said it. 12? 18?
Wrong,
12?
it is 18.
18. I should have... God damn it.
Yeah.
Wow. At least I had the
Elaine.
notion to go higher than 2.
Yeah. What did Grandpa Joe do when he saw the golden ticket was real?
He jumped out of bed and yelled, yippee.
Okay, what was he wearing? Because that is for some reason included in this question.
He was wearing a night dress, a gown.
Yes.
A night
And what type of dance did he do specifically?
a jig?
Well, it's more for an occasion. A celebration, one could call it.
A victory dance. A
Yes.
celebratory dance.
This was a both A and B one, and I was trying to make it a little bit more
wow.
fun because, man, the both A and B ones just really spoil the fun of this goddamn
Yeah,
book. It
they
was
just
really
tell
my
ya.
biggest critique. Too much. Because they kind of just kept using... If it was both A and B, the answer meant that was the answer, you know?
yeah.
Anyway, I'm giving that to you because you were correct, but...
Thank you.
Elaine, how does Willy Wonka mix his chocolate?
Well, you see, the chocolate waterfall churns it naturally.
Correct.
I love how pretentious I get to feel right now. This is such a redeemable moment so far. Like,
I know, you've
wow.
been doing fantastic. I mean, you've only gotten 3 wrong, and we're 45 questions in.
And arguably,
So-
they were kind of weird ones, you know?
They haven't been all really easy. Most.
Okay.
But there are some standouts.
That economic theory. I say this, I literally took 1 economics class.
I was
know
actually an
shit.
economics tutor, and I didn't tutor anyone the entire time and just sat in my library's
And everybody
bottom
failed.
learning center because no one showed up, and they just paid me to sit there. It was amazing.
Wow.
What did Veruca Salt want?
She wanted it all.
Oh, I
She
feel like
wanted
that
everything.
is both A and B, which is the correct answer. So I think you cheated the system.
Wow. Look
The
at me.
answer was both A and B, and Oompa Loompa, and a good kick in the pants. So I'm going to give it to you, though, because I feel like you kind of outsmarted it.
Wow.
Elaine, what was the inventing room like?
There was a bunch of like
I'm
cauldrons,
looking for a
bubbling
two-word
machines.
descriptor. 2-word descriptor.
Loud and busy.
Okay, these are your options. A, witch's kitchen. B, metal monster. Or C, a galactic garage.
Witch's kitchen.
Correct.
Nice. Cauldron. Okay.
Cauldron. Yes. Who did Willy Wonka invent the everlasting gobstopper for?
For kids who didn't want to ever, I mean, have their
you want the
gobstoppers
options?
stop. They wanted to keep going forever.
I'm going to give you
not lose the flavor.
option.
They didn't want to lose the flavor.
I'm going to give you the options.
Give me options. Give me options.
The children who talk too much, children with big mouths, or children with very little pocket money.
Very little pocket money
Correct.
is his nice little thing to do.
Veruca Salt ended up with all the floor sweepings, potato peelings, rotten cabbages, and fish heads. True or false?
True, she did.
What date did Willy Wonka fix for the visit of the chocolate factory?
Oh, God. We have so many of these. February 1st. Do I have to say day of the
February
week?
1st. I did nod really aggressively at Elaine, but it is.
I felt pretty good about it, but yeah.
Also, what date did Willy Wonka fix for the visit to the chocolate factory? He's not going on dates. He's in a committed relationship with Mr. Wilkins. Thank you very much.
Oh my God.
In this essay, I will discuss.
In this essay, I will. Where did Charlie get the sixpence to buy his second bar of chocolate?
He found it on the ground. He found it on the ground. Oh, Grandpa Joe. Sorry. Yes. Grandpa Joe gave it to him.
I'll still give it to you.
Sorry.
I've been lenient.
His sixpence. This is ridiculous. This is so
Elaine, we're getting
stupid.
really close to the end. We're almost finished.
Oh my
Final
God.
stretch. Elaine, who ate Wonka's Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mellow Delight? This question makes no goddamn sense.
Let me take a long think on this. Who could it be? Who could it possibly be?
Anyone who bought it.
Anyone who bought it. I don't know if they know this, but there was a Wonka mania, is what they called it, and everybody ate it.
But I'm going to have to... Let me get a good puff off my cigarette. My little
right.
Marco cigarette. Who could have done such a thing? Who would have had the audacity? Who would have had the audacity to go and buy something called a Whipple Scrumptious Delight and eat it? How could a person not know this? But how could a person know this? Millions were sold. What am I? God? I don't know things. Though people do worship me, people fear me. Charlie.
I feel like it's... Yeah. I feel like it was turning into Benoit Blanc. Yeah, it is Charlie. But the other options were Augustus Gloop and Veruca Salt, and yeah, they probably both fucking did.
I would assume so.
I would assume.
Especially Augustus,
So
he
anyway.
loves chocolate.
Especially
Augustus.
Augustus. He was eating them on the breaks of the So You Think You Can Skate.
Exactly. It gave him the nice enough sugar high so he could do the triple axel.
Elaine, what is different about Mr. Wonka's factory? It's not like other factories.
What's different about that factory is that all the workers are Oompa Loompas. And, there's an entire book about how different it is, actually. So I wouldn't even begin to even know where to begin on that one.
Your options are A,
Okay.
nobody comes out or goes into work. B, he has secret formulas for sweets. Or C, both A and B.
Yep,
Yeah.
okay. That was really stupid. How is it different? There's so many things that are I mean, first off, I guess I don't fully know what a normal chocolate factory looks like, but Hershey World's little chocolate
I don't think it's that.
ride.
There's
it's
not
that.
a
It's just-
CGI chocolate bar talking to you.
This is ridiculous. Okay.
What was Violet Beauregard's most treasured possession?
I mean, her most prized possession. Now that's difficult because I would just say it's the gum she's been chewing for a hot second. But
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I feel like that's a really bold claim to say that it's her most prized possession because I'm sure like maybe she has a doll from her grandmother that like survived like the war and like held love letters from her grandfather, and that's how they learned that her mother was actually her grandmother's sister. You know, like one of those things. They were like, oh, she was raised as a sister, but it was actually the mother. I swapped that. Whatever. It didn't matter. It didn't happen. Okay, I'm done fictionalizing it. I'm just so over giving everyone a backstory because it's so stupid, but I can't not. They're more, but they're not. Okay. I'm good.
Glad that
I'm back.
Elaine's having an existential crisis on the pod. Only took about, 71
know.
episodes?
I'm holding a toothpick
This has
and a
happened
marker without a
before.
cap that I keep smoking. Hypothetically,
crazy.
what am I doing? I'm losing it over here. I'm losing my crap. I got my little hair clip. I pretend's an alligator and I try to eat things with it. It's so stupid. Okay.
Elaine, what was it like inside the factory?
Oh my God, let me tell you what it was like. It was the most wild thing I've ever discovered. It was like that cruise I took to Cancun that turned out to be a topless cruise. I wasn't prepared. I didn't know. I was a little chafed, if you know what I mean. So what was it like on the inside? There were walls. There were floors. There was candy. There was rooms. There was boats. There was Oompa Loompas. There was everything.
Elaine, if you had to compare it to the home of an animal, what would that be? And the home of an animal if it was made big?
Okay, so there are caves, there are dams, there are nests, there are burrows.
Yeah, but like what kind of animal?
What kind of animal? What, a bird?
Like a
nest?
specific animal? No.
A
like
badger.
a specific animal? No.
A specific animal?
Yeah, but like a
What?
pretty generic animal.
Cat, dog, bird, ferret,
No.
fox,
No.
bear.
No.
Is it would I find it on a farm?
Maybe.
Would I find it at a petting zoo?
Probably.
Is it possible that I've seen one
Yes.
in real life?
Yes.
A goat.
No. 20 questions.
Would I find it in a tree?
No.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
It's probably around the same size.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't find it in a tree.
No.
It's probably about the same
Maybe a
size.
little bigger than a bread box?
A beaver?
No.
Does it dig actively?
Remember, petting zoo.
Petting zoo. Llamas, camels, pigs.
No. Famously the size of a bread box.
At some point they are.
Well, yeah.
We were all at some point the size of a bread box.
Were we? I was a big baby, Elaine, so.
I was a big baby too, actually, and that's
Big baby gang. Okay, back to the question.
what was I even guessing? I lost my shit.
You were guessing, we were talking about what
Oh,
animal.
what animal? Oh my God, this is so
It's
stupid.
not a beaver, it's at a petting zoo.
It's at a petting zoo. Could I buy one?
Yes. It's around the size of a bread box.
Cow.
It could be at a farm.
And
This
it's
is
not
my
a
joke
cat?
book revenge.
It's not
No.
a cat. Duck. Goose.
No. It's both a generic, it's a very generic animal.
Is it nocturnal?
No, I don't think so.
Does it?
It doesn't go in trees.
Squat. I'm losing my shit. Does it? I have to get this right. I'm going to lose my raccoons. You would never touch at a petting zoo. I've held a wallaby, but that probably is not the answer. Wolverine.
Yeah, I need you to think something that's like you're in the right realm, but you're going a little too niche. We need a more basic animal.
Monkey.
I'm losing my mind. Okay, I don't think
I
you
need
would
another
pet a
hint.
monkey, and also
does
at
it
a
have-
farm.
Does it have colorful fur?
Most of the time, no.
Is it black?
Could be.
Brown?
Could be.
Gray?
Could be.
Red?
Could. I mean, probably. Yeah, there's probably a few of them like that.
Guinea pig?
A little bigger.
Capybara? Can you imagine going to a petting zoo and there's a capybara? Like, what the shit? How'd you do that?
I will give you a hint. These animals are a fan favorite of animated studios. That might have made it worse, so I'm sorry.
Mouse? Of animated studios?
Again,
Coyote.
around the
Wolf.
size of a bread box.
It's not an otter, a ferret, a weasel.
You're so close, but you're picking like
Marsupial?
No, you're like picking such interesting animals, and I want you to go to some like you could walk out of your house and see one of these fuckers.
Rabbit.
Yes. So
Wow.
the inside of the factory is like a giant rabbit warren.
Fuck that. Absolutely fuck that.
And
absolutely fuck
if you had
that.
to say around how big the rooms were, what would you use as a metric to describe that? It's like a commonly... Elena's giving me the most evil stare I have felt as a host of this podcast.
Big? Medium? 800 square feet?
Another
What the literal
large
gargantuan?
attraction
Huge?
you would compare it to.
Big baby gang?
It's a football field.
What the fuck that? We have pets and we're gonna compare shit to... Fuck that. Absolutely. There is no way that all those rooms are the size
You
of
just
football
touched
fields
your
either.
hair like it was a hat, which was really compelling to me. You just were like,
I was wearing a hat earlier. Maybe that's
Yeah,
what it was.
there's no way they were all as big as football
There is
fields.
no way. That is a fucking
and also it was a both
lie.
A and B one. So, do you think? I don't think you should get the point for that because I don't think you need it. One.
Yeah.
Will
Yeah.
you be mad at me if I don't give you a point for that?
No.
Okay.
I'm not mad at you.
What was Willy Wonka's private yacht made of? Do you want options?
Like, I want it to just be fucking chocolate. I'm so over this bullshit. Chocolate. But it's
Your
not going to
options?
be.
Okay. Do you want the options? I'll give them to you. You just have to tell me. Okay.
Yeah, sure. This bitch
A.
has so many things.
Fudge mallow. B. A candy cane. C. A hollowed out sweet. A hollowed out boiled sweet, I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god, Elaine.
It's a hollowed out boiled sweet.
Yeah. Do I need to send you a gift basket of pastries after this?
Whatever. It's fine.
Elaine, what made the Oompa Loompas tiddly? I hate to ask.
What is that even
What
fucking-
made the Oompa Loompas tiddly?
You know, have I heard the word tiddly? Yes. Have I ever just, on its own had to deal with it as a sentence? Tiddly. Slightly drunk. The cocoa beans? I mean,
You know
what
what's
else?
crazy? It's a fucking drink, I think. I'm just going to give this an open-ended question where you can
A
pick
white
a cocktail.
Russian.
Okay,
A dark
so
and
that's...
stormy. A Manhattan.
I was
an
going to let you
old-fashioned.
pick I was going to let you pick a cocktail or mocktail you thought the Oompa Loompas would enjoy as a fun
okay,
little bit,
okay,
and then I was going to
okay.
give you the questions.
Okay, so I feel like they would like an espresso martini.
Yeah, I see that.
Or a mint
So your
julep.
options are butterscotch and soda, butter gin and tonic, or C, both A and B.
It's gonna be both A and B. Don't you bust out your Beyond Two facial expressions at me. Don't you open up that can and start getting your paintbrush and painting me.
Who knows?
Like a fool.
Who knows, Elaine?
I swear to God, if this one is not both A and B, if this is the one that's not both, I am going to quit everything. I'm gonna cancel my car insurance. I'm gonna...
Are you locking in both A and B?
Yeah.
You're correct. Don't worry.
Elaine, what was special about Mr. Wonka's ice cream?
It never melted.
Correct. Elaine, what did Mr. Wonka call Violet Beauregard? I'm going to give you this. It's a bean pun. What bean-based pun did Willy Wonka call Violet Beauregard?
Lima,
Even though-
pinto.
I'm going to give you the options.
Chickpea.
A, a jelly bean. B, a human bean. Or C, a has-been.
Oh, he might have done a human being joke. But jelly bean would fit more because she could be jealous and a bean and it's a candy. But Wonka made bad jokes. Human being, jelly bean, human being, jelly bean. I feel like it should be jelly bean, but I'm really pissed because I think it's human being. I think it's human being.
It's neither. It's a has-been. We discussed this. It makes no sense because she's a child. It's always confused me. Elaine just got her head in her hands.
Felicia, you said we discussed this. That would have been over a year ago. We have not talked about
Yeah.
that recently at all.
I feel like it's been a few different adaptations.
No.
I didn't say that to
We have
mean
not-
like, oh, you should have gotten it. I was saying that to mean we've established that this is weird. Like, it makes sense that it wouldn't occur to you that that would be the answer.
What is it? Why would you ask? Why would a... Okay,
It is a
let me
quiz
find
book.
some.
Like, that's why they're asking.
It's just a dumb question. It doesn't mean anything.
Elaine, what came out of the machine that went fut, 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 fut?
Came out of the machine.
Came out of the machine that went put, or fut, 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 depending on how you read it.
The gum? The everlasting gobstopper or the gum?
Yes.
One of those two?
Yes, everlasting gobstopper.
governors. Okay.
This is the one that fucked you over, that would have fucked you over. The answers were A, a large green marble, B, an everlasting gobstopper, and C, both A and B. So that one, but it was an everlasting gobstopper. And now, Elaine, we're on to the final question. What did Charlie long for more than anything else? What the fuck is your face?
Open-ended question.
Yeah.
You want to know what I think the answer might be? It could be a lot of things. He wanted his family to not starve to fucking death.
Yeah.
He loved chocolate. He would have loved the chocolate factory. He wanted the best for his parents. He wanted to be able to put food on the table. He wanted to be able to afford the new kicks so that he wasn't made fun of at school. He wanted it all, but in a good way, in a way that Veruca saw when she wanted it all. We said no, but Charlie wanting anything, sure. He wanted...
You sound like the guy from Bones and All.
He wanted, and I haven't even seen Bony Bones.
Yeah.
What are my options? I mean, because I have...
Your options are a new bike, chocolate, or ice cream.
Chocolate.
Yeah. Elaine,
Uh-huh.
you got a 92% correct.
Thank
you
God.
passed with an
Thank
A.
God.
I think that's how the grading
My
scores
parents
work.
won't be mad at me. I got a good grade.
Yeah, you got 55 out of, well, actually, I don't know. I think I didn't, I think I messed up noting some down, but I asked you the questions, and the notes I got, you got 55 right and 5 wrong. There's about 2 questions that went missing that I guess I forgot to note down. I assume you probably got them right, though. So, look at you.
Oh my gosh.
Elaine.
Am I enlightened? Wait, am I enlightened?
Elaine, you're enlightened. Elaine, I'm proud to say how much you progressed since the beginning of this podcast has been a sight to behold. I'm so proud of you and all the work that you've done to really grow and become the amazing academic scholar you are today. I'm going to hand you your diploma, and my palm's going to be really fucking sweaty, but you're just going to have to deal with that. And the photographer's going to take a horrible photo of you that they charge you $80 for.
Thank you so much. I spent $100,000 to get this, and
Next
it's not going to apply to
It's Timothy Calumet. Come up here, Timothy Calumet.
Yeah, what's up?
Boy,
Thanks.
little Timmy Tim. Yeah.
He's wait, the valedictorian. What's your greatest advice you have, little Timmy Tim, to the class of 2023?
Man, I gotta poop.
Thank you so much, Timmy. Thank you so much.
God, genuinely,
we learned
though,
today?
very exciting. I got an A. I learned that there
I'm very
were a
proud
lot
of
of
you.
tiny...
You really got down in the dumps for a bit there,
and
but I'm glad you
yeah.
pulled yourself out.
Thanks. And I feel like I learned that there are a lot of tiny details in the book that I don't recall, and honestly, I don't care. And I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. But I am proud that I knew a lot, and I was able to logic some of them out. That was
Yeah,
spooky.
you got there.
So yeah, no, and I'm honored. I can't believe I graduated, even though I was an adjunct professor at the beginning of this, trying to get tenure. So maybe I graduated with my tenure degree. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But yeah, no. I'm glad I did it, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it could have been.
Yeah.
I thought that could have
Compared
gone
to the
real
joke
bad.
book, could have been way worse. We had a dark moment with the rabbit, but once we moved past the rabbit, I think
How could I not?
I will say
rabbits?
I this is not a visual medium. I want the listener to know daggers. Elaine was staring daggers at me for a good 10 minutes of this, and there was a little moment where I was like, is she actually mad? I knew she wasn't, but there was a slight moment where I was like, this is tipping over to the point where do I need to pause the podcast?
I just was like, you want to know what my genuine thought was?
What?
I have played 160 hours of Planet Zoo, and I can't think of a fucking animal. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me?
God.
Are you shitting me? I'm gonna go with, you know what's weird? Actually, this is such a side combo that doesn't need to happen. Never mind. I was gonna say, I lived in Ohio, see a lot of rabbits casually in the backyard and stuff, right? Like they're present of mind. Moved to South Carolina, don't see a ton of rabbits actually anymore at all. Like when I see one, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's rare. So like, I guess it wasn't top of mind, which really is an excuse, but hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way. Brought to you by an otter.
The bread box one, you really couldn't picture what
I just honestly, like, my brain broke. And I was like, a squirrel? No, they don't go in trees. A bird? No. Prequel predictions.
For prequel predictions. I'm going to get mine out there because I have one. Okay. This is a bold prediction, and I have this sneaking suspicion. I don't think Hugh Grant is going to be in the movie that much. I think... based on the brief leak we saw of the trailer, I think the Oompa Loompas are going to be in like the last 5 minutes of the movie. I
guess because the whole movie is about him going to Oompa Land. So
yeah, and I mean, we don't know if it is, but I don't know. I just feel like there's a part of me that really feels like Hugh Grant might be a last minute, like, it's me, Hugh Grant, I'm an Oompa Loompa, and that's it. Like it's kind of like a little. Like
Matt
a little
Damon
tease.
in Interstellar, like no one knew he was going to be there, but he just popped up for a sec.
Kind of a tease for like what could happen next, because we haven't heard anything about a Hugo Loompa song. No one has talked about working with Hugh Grant on set. No one. The only reason we know he's in the film is because of like some weird IMDb reports, but like Timmy hasn't talked about it. No one else has mentioned Mr. Grant in this process. You know what I mean? The only thing that proves that there was an actual Oompa Loompa on set, and by Oompa Loompa I mean Hugh Grant, is that one tiny image of Timothy Chalamet on the paddleboard with the Oompa Loompa next to him. That's all we have.
Yeah.
And that could be like last 3 minutes. We don't know. Maybe that was a hobby. Maybe that wasn't even being filmed. They were just having a fun excursion. Timothy Chalamet, are you into paddleboarding? Answer now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, guys. Elaine, what's your prequel prediction?
My prequel prediction is that we will have an epic fight scene with like a hornswoggler, etc. Like an epic fight scene.
Ooh, that would be fun. I would love that. That would be really cool. Thank you, everybody, for listening to this episode of Wonka Watch. If you like this episode, you can follow us on our Instagram and TikTok at Wonka Watch. And if you really liked it, you can support us on buymeacoffee.com/Wonka Watch. In the month of April, we are putting out the commentary track of Tom and Jerry Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I have the DVD in my possession. I'm not happy about it, but I did purchase it. So if you want to go and support us, go over to Buy Me a Coffee for that.
And my favorite thing we've been talking about is like, sure, you can watch along with it, but you can probably also just listen to the commentary of that as well.
Yeah, if you don't
like,
want to put yourself through that, understandable. So just enjoy it in whatever way feels right to you. And if the way that feels right to you is to not listen to it but still support us, that's also valid. That's also so valid.
Totes good. Totally good.
Anyway, and if you support us over there, you get a fun little improvised song. We don't have any songs to do this week, but the offer is out there.
The song is called Maybe Next Time You'll Get a Song, But Not This Time. The end.
I feel like if you do a song while saying that you don't get a song this time, it kind of negates it.
Yeah, I realized that actually halfway through, and then I hated myself a lot. But you can also email us at wonkarapture@gmail.com if you have any extended, fun little ideas, thoughts, concerns. If you have any Wonka fan theories, send them our way. We might be putting them to work in a future episode, so just pop that over our direction. We may be ranking them, though, so be okay if we're a little critical. I don't know if you know this about this podcast. We get a little sassy. But we're a little critical, and we're a little spicy and a little mean. We're a little critical and a little sassy, but it's not something nobody can handle. All the Wonka scholars surely can handle critiques. All that being said, this quiz book was not important. We really could have. I mean, if we had to do a retrospective of Wonka Watch, this episode wouldn't show up in it, I don't think. Let's be honest. I think I'll forget this ever happened. Yeah. This never happened. And someone's going to quote this. Someone's going to quote this later. They're going to be like, what? Something happened. And I'm going to be like, I have genuinely no recollection of this. I don't remember what a rabbit is, and I don't know who you are and what's happening. Yeah, it's crazy. The episode was so, like, unimportant that it made Elaine forget the concept of rabbits. That's a level that I didn't know could exist. So, yeah, it's not that important. All right. It's not that important. Bye. Bye.